One of the things I liked about the Promethean board is, like I said, it got me away from paper, and it gave me opportunities to give the kids a more authentic view of the content that we have to teach them. If we're talking about ancient Greece versus ancient Mali, I can pull up Google Earth and we can zoom down and look at the land. I can show them, this is brown land. What do you think this is? Sand, deserts. We go to Greece, we see the hills, we see the grass, but we also realize, oh wait, this isn't flat land. We can't just plant regular plants. And we talk about all the difficulties that would be for communication and travel. And then this was an example of a flip chart that I love. On Promethean Planet, we can work together and find flip charts and edit them to our liking. This was one that I found about environments. And I thought this was terrific because we have to talk about ecosystems. And one of the tough things with ecosystems is there are so many of them. And rather than, hold on a second. Rather than having the kids maybe read a book about it or work through some kind of worksheets or packets, they get a really authentic view of the ecosystems. Again, this is some content we're going through here. But we could talk about, we could have a sort and have the kids come up and pick out what's what and describe it. And then later on, you could really tie in some media. We could talk about the plants and the animals. And again, these aren't cartoonish pictures. These are real pictures that we can pull from the internet and we can embed onto a flip chart and get a good idea of what kinds of plants and animals we see in streams and rivers. Another thing, websites make our lives so much easier. Now, what I just did there is I clicked on a link on the flip chart that is going to lead us to a brain pop video. Now, I'm not going to waste time right now and have you guys watch the video, but the idea that I could click on something and it brings up, again, another aid, another tool to help me demonstrate the knowledge that the kids need to have, that's amazing. That's not something I could have done before. Also, I could do the same thing with YouTube. Again, with this, the filters that we have on, YouTube is a lot safer. And this one I do want to show you because you get a better idea. Actually, let me switch to one of the videos I liked. This one was a good one, but the guy that talked about Louisiana and the swamps, I really liked because there's some music and some background. Again, they get the feel of it, a more authentic view of Louisiana, marshland. And they're almost, in this video, taking a tour. And if I describe to the kids what a marshland was and the level of the water versus the level of the land and how people live, they can actually go through this video. And if I can get to the right spot, they can actually see houses that are right off of the land, right off of the water. And again, like I said, the video can show much more than I could ever describe, and it gives them a whole new level of understanding. So, like I said, this is just one piece of the new technology that we're afforded to in Loudoun County, and it's just up to us to make sure we use it as best as we can for the kids.